Everybody. My name is Michelle. I'm an integrative nutrition coach and a certified fast way to fat loss coach. And I want to talk to you today about what happens to your body after 50. I'm just going to share with you my story. I'm 52 years old now, but I want to back up a little bit and tell you how my body started changing and hormonally what was going on. So about the time I turned 50, I just started feeling really bad. I just had really low energy. I was exhausted all the time. And it just felt like it came out of nowhere. I was cranky. I was moody. All this stuff was going on. Brain fog. Brain fog was huge. I was constantly walking into a room trying to figure out what I was doing there, or why did I go into the kitchen? Why? Just brain fog. I felt like I was losing my mind. Like it felt awful. And then the other thing that was happening, I started gaining weight. My body kind of always fluctuated within 5 or 6 pounds. But now I had put on, and it felt like overnight, I'd put on about 15 pounds, and it felt like out of nowhere. And I really wasn't changing what I was eating at all. It just happened. And it was alarming. Like, it was totally alarming. The biggest thing, was my energy levels. And I couldn't figure out why I was so exhausted. Because here's also the thing, y'all. I have my regular checkups, talking to the doctor about all this. Have they ever told me anything that would help me? No, they never did. Like, I don't feel like women talk about this. And so that's why I want to tell you, life was awful. Like, I felt like I was dying. I would Google my symptoms because I was convinced, like, something is wrong with me. And of course, all the Google stuff led me to feel like, oh, I really am dying. But let me tell you, if you're feeling all those things, odds are you're not dying. It is just a hormonal shift that's happening in your body right on schedule. It happens to all of us. You're either, in perimenopause or in menopause. For me, I was experiencing full menopause. So the biggest thing to me was my energy levels were so low. Oh, and I wasn't sleeping good either. I could not sleep constantly. And the hot flashes. I forgot about the hot flashes. I felt like I was on fire. So all these things, and I searched for answers everywhere. Should I do hormone replacement? Should I do natural supplements? All these things. I kept looking for the answer, and I tried a couple of different things, but nothing was working. My mother passed away of breast cancer, so traditional HRT was not something that I really was open to. I was nervous about that. So anyway, I thought, well, what if I do this with food? So I thought a great place to start, mainly to lose weight, would be the keto diet. So I tried keto, mainly so I could lose weight in menopause. And my energy levels, I have to tell you, after a couple weeks of doing that, felt a little bit better. But my body didn't shift that much, maybe a little bit. And then after a couple weeks, I felt worse. I felt even more exhausted, just had no energy. So I went back to the doctor because, again, I'm convinced I'm dying. And I did the, lab work and all the stuff. I wasn't dying. Turns out my thyroid was just tanked. Before I started keto, my thyroid had been normal. All of that had been normal. But by doing keto, I had started really screwing up my thyroid. So I want to tell you, if you're a woman, please don't do keto. Please don't. There are long-term effects that are not good for you, and it can really screw up your thyroid. My thyroid was bad enough to where my doctor said, well, Michelle, we need to put you on some medication to correct your thyroid. It's just the way it is. Well, I had been studying integrative nutrition. All of this started me on that journey. And I had been going to a school that's online in New York, learning about the value of food and how food can heal your body. Well, I asked my doctor, can we wait on the thyroid medication and just let me see if I can shift my thyroid a bit by learning how to eat properly, by learning what foods I can eat, And he looked at me and said, well, sure, That's fine. You can wait a couple months if you want. But he also really didn't have any advice to tell me. He didn't know what. I'm just on my own. So about that same time, I ran across a program called Faster Way to Fat Loss. And as I was looking at it, before I started, I thought, this is the same kind of thing my integrative nutrition school is talking about, but they've put it in this really easy program for me to follow and do. I'm a really good rule follower. I like things laid out for me to just follow. Just tell me what to do and I'll do it. That was how I felt. I was so frustrated and so desperate to lose the 15 pounds that I had gained with menopause and to get my energy back, to get my life back, to start feeling like myself. I wanted to look in the mirror and think, I know that girl, instead of looking in the mirror and going, who are you now? Like, what is happening? So anyway, I did the Faster Way to Fat Loss program. I learned the value of carb cycling. I learned that our body needs carbs. There's some good strategies with keto, but when we do it long term, depleting our body of carbohydrates, our thyroid suffers. They were talking about this in the Faster Way, and I'm sitting there listening and reading and thinking, that was me. That's what happened to me. Cutting out carbs wrecked my thyroid. So slowly I started learning how to eat properly. I learned protein, fat, and carbs, how much my body needed in a day. And let me tell you, when I first understood that and learned how much food I needed to eat in a day for my body to feel good, I was a little shocked. It felt like a lot of food, but it was all good food. So I just, like I said, I'm a good rule follower. I started doing that. I started learning what to eat, when to eat it, and why to eat it. And my body started to respond. I'm not kidding. Like within a few weeks, my energy was increasing. Like it was amazing. And then all of a sudden I started losing inches. Then all of a sudden I started just feeling better. Then I started sleeping better. And here's what it was, you guys. It was that my body finally had fuel. It had the right kind of fuel to operate everything that my body needed to do. Because what we don't know, for some reason, we're not taught that your body needs fuel to run on. Well, we kind of know that, but we don't know how much. It's always a mystery. But here's what happens when your body doesn't get enough fuel to run all the systems, it starts prioritizing. Thank God it does, because it picks the most important stuff first. The most important thing is to keep your heart beating, to keep you breathing. So your body's going to take all that fuel that you've given it and prioritize it and push that energy to take care of that part of your body. You know what falls on the wayside is your hormone levels. Yeah. But when you start eating enough of the right foods, your hormone levels can change. Now, my body right now, my hormone levels are not back to what they were pre-menopause, but I feel good again. Our bodies were made to go through menopause. Your estrogen levels are not supposed to stay the same throughout your life. That's how you were created. When we eat enough food, enough of the right things, we can get through menopause successfully. I have no more hot flashes. I sleep better at night. My energy levels are better than ever. I got so excited about this, I decided to become a Faster Way certified coach so I could help other women learn how to experience all of this. You can have a good life. You can have the energy you need. You can feel comfortable in your own skin. I'm 52 years old now. I am stronger than I've ever been in my whole life. So go to the link in my profile if any of this resonated with you, and I want to share with you how I can help you get results like this too. Go to behealthywithmichelle.com, behealthywithmichelle.com, or look at the description box and let me help you have the same journey that I did. Okay, bye.